The next piece of the package was Form CRS. And Form CRS, in its initial form, was about 4 pages. It got a lot of criticism from the retail customer community because it was perceived as being kind of overly complicated, making it a little bit less helpful for retail customers. Again, it was also the rule where they had initially put in kind of the restrictions on broker dealers using the term advisor. That got moved to Reg BI. And Form CRS is really where we saw the most changes to the package. This is going to be structured as kind of another part of Form ADV. And the idea is it's going to be a 2-page document that you're going to give to customers kind of at the outset of the relationship. It's going to be structured as a Q&A. And the focus is really on readability. And the idea here is that it's going to provide very basic information to your customer or potential customer about the services you provide, the scope of the relationship, the fees and costs, and the applicable standard of conduct. And kind of one thing that's been interesting, and it's gotten kind of a little bit of a misperception in the press lately, has been over the use of the term fiduciary. As it was proposed, investment advisors had essentially form language that they had to include that said, fiduciary, we're fiduciaries. That came out. If you're an investment advisor now, when you're using the form and you're doing your Q&A, you can say you're a fiduciary. So that's still in there. You're allowed to, but it's not mandated anymore. The other thing is if you're a broker and you're acting as a broker, you can't say you're a fiduciary. And that's a significant change too, because I think one thing that's been a focus for the SEC or a focus for other regulators has been investor confusion over who actually is a fiduciary and who's not a fiduciary and kind of what hat people are wearing. So this Form CRS, it's designed to kind of get the standard of care across. And when you think about this coupled with the disclosure obligation for broker dealers, if you're a dual registrant, you're going to provide something that says, sometimes I'm a fiduciary, sometimes not a fiduciary, sometimes I'm an RIA, sometimes not an RIA. And that could be confusing for customers when it turns out you're acting in your broker dealer capacity. So when you think about this, Form CRS, that is the first card, it might be confusing. That disclosure obligation is going to come on top of it to clarify, I might be a fiduciary sometimes, but I'm not a fiduciary now.